Hello and welcome to another episode of Music in 5 Minutes or Less with Mr. Craig. I'm Craig Harmon, also known as Mr. Craig. Today we're going to go through one of the most influential Ninth Symphonies that you probably have never heard of. Now, one of the most influential Ninth Symphonies would be Beethoven's. Right? Everybody knows that theme. But I'm talking about a different Ninth Symphony. It's the Ninth Symphony by Antonin Dvorak. Yes, Dvorak. It's a fun name to say. He was a Czechoslovakian composer who, in the late 1800s, was stationed in New York. And his Ninth Symphony is now termed the New World Symphony. What Dvorak did in his compositions is he used a lot of Czechoslovakian folk music and incorporated that into the classical stylings of the time. What he did when he was in New York was he wanted to make essentially an American symphony. And so he incorporated folk music of America, which was basically the spirituals of the day, the other ethnic folk songs, and Native American songs. And so in this symphony, he puts together all of these things into this beautiful, beautiful work of art. Now, the symphony itself is a lot more than 5 minutes, and so I'm not going to be able to play you too much, but what I want to share with you is the Largo part of the New World Symphony. And it's become one of my favorite melodies, and it's become really a song because people have put words to it, and it's one that in beginning piano books it is used quite often because it's a very simple yet beautiful melody. Now the term Largo, and we'll get into this in another video down the road, is talking about speed, and Largo means very slow. And so the New World Symphony Largo theme goes like this. And that's the main thrust of the theme that goes on there. And it's so beautiful and so simple, yet it's got this elegance in the simplicity. Now the great thing about the story behind the premiere of Dvorak's Ninth Symphony was that it was premiered in Carnegie Hall in New York City, which still stands today. In fact, I got to sing there a couple of years ago. It's pretty cool. But because there was so much anticipation for this event, they had to add more seats. And back then, that was a big deal. So it was well received. It has become this beautiful piece of music. And I encourage you to go check it out. Take the time to listen to it. Take the time to enjoy and listen to all of those different melodies, all the different sounds that are intricately woven into this symphony. So that's Dvorak's Ninth Symphony. Tune in next time for another Music in 5 Minutes or Less with Mr. Craig.